How's it going, everyone?
I guess they're good.
Nice. Lovely. You good there, whole mouth?
I've never been better. Mascara.
Thank you,
Wearing man. Whatever.
God, y'all are so energetic.
I'm not really that energetic, but I have to be when it comes to hunting monsters, you know?
Hunting monsters.
Yeah.
Got
I mean,
it.
that's what's out there all the time.
I see. What you doing over there, Evan?
Reading.
Reading what?
That is none of your concern.
Fair enough. I don't know, I was trying to make conversation in the silent room while we wait. Come on, no one has anything interesting to bring up?
Apart from the
What do you wanna talk
barrage
about?
of zombies that was at my gate recently, I've been A-okay.
I see. Totally. I totally believe that. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to talk about, since probably the other thing we could talk about will probably have to do with why we're here. So...
Yeah.
Probably.
I have
building
many
going up in
ideas.
smoke. Would it be a certain building going up in smoke?
Yeah, the lit thing, yeah.
That.
That's probably why we're here, I'd assume.
Now's not really the time to bring up the inn, bud.
It isn't?
It's most definitely
Yeah.
the reason why we're here, honestly. Why else would they call us here?
Might be a surprise.
Okay. What you looking at there, Evan?
Well, looked like two of them got a bit more at it.
Oh.
All right, stuff.
Oh, way more money. Oh my. Maybe I should try and find Davern there and turn that man in.
Well, isn't he your friend?
Oh.
Debatable. Hello.
Hi, Evan. And
Hey, Swanson!
Hey there, fella. Been a bit.
Yeah, it's great. And then, hello, Allie.
greetings, Chris.
Yep. Don't. I got your. I got the desk warm.
The desk warm?
Yeah, the desk warm. Yeah, I was sitting.
I don't even sit in that desk.
Oh, you don't?
That's my desk. Yeah, that was Asia's. Wow. Okay then.
I see. I don't know. It just seemed like a chair you would sit in. Oh yeah, no.
Some interesting antics then.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, no, fun thing. Their reward got raised.
I see. I mean, makes sense.
I see that.
That act on their part was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely.
You find it taking a joy in this, do you?
Well, I've always. Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of always knew Davern was stupid, but I never knew he was that stupid.
What happened to him being your friend?
Well, that was before he became a, traitor.
Or as you put it, debatable.
Very debatable.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's my co-leader, so I kind of need him, but also I haven't seen him since the...
Considering the fact that they're now, terror, whatever the fuck, criminal, pretty sure they ain't quite a co-leader anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
You've gotten a promotion.
A promotion?
I mean, why else are you here?
I was called here. Or something.
Oh, right. That's right. You were a part of that.
What else would I be a part of? I don't have anything else to do around here other than come to these meetings.
To be honest, I actually thought you were just a lurker.
A lurker.
Basically, someone who's observing the whole thing.
See, that was
Or
me
just
at
likes to
first,
snoop
but
around.
then, the whole government thing.
Right. Anyways, hi Asia. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. And Evan and Lee, how you
Hey.
two been?
I've been alright.
Just fine.
That's good. I hope the sleep at the inn was okay for you.
It was lovely.
I'm glad. What's so funny?
No, just don't mind me. I'm sorry, just lovely sleep at the inn. Yeah.
Lovely
So it
sleep.
seems these are the people that the Queen wants to call together.
Yeah.
An interesting group.
Yeah, to be fair, here, wait, oh wait, wrong thing.
Were you not? Okay, I think it's. Didn't you not get the memo? You're not supposed to bring weapons instead of the guards.
Ignore that, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing.
Right.
Clicked.
I was trying to get my alcohol.
And you're drinking alcohol during a meeting.
That shit takes the edge off. Although it doesn't beat apple juice.
It definitely.
You're not wrong. Apple juice
no.
is very rich and also very tasty. I love it.
I mean, Chris, do you mind sharing?
It's also got its own sweetness.
I only
Evan,
have the,
no.
I only have the one, but I mean, if you want the rest of it.
Don't drink any alcohol during this meeting, please. Thank you. Should I be drinking alcohol here?
Although I
After
will
all,
say,
if the guards are here, then that means you have to do your thing, I guess. But
I can do my job perfectly fine.
although I
Even
will
not when you're
say,
drunk.
this alcohol is
I
nothing
do perfectly well.
compared to the stuff at the Oasis. That was great.
Well, I'm glad you find it good, at least.
Yeah, the alcohol and also the party was great. Until the ending.
Ending, huh?
You seem to you kind of left them almost right after it.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to deal with the aftermath. Why would I want to?
Well, you could have just said goodbye, at least.
Well, everyone was having a commotion. Everyone was all worried and frightened and taking care of the fire. I didn't feel it was a good time to just be like, all right, bye.
You didn't want to stick around, huh?
No, not really. The fire isn't really
Like I said,
thing I like to stay around. I like to watch
Most
it,
Like I
people
but I don't
ain't
like staying
exactly.
around it.
Most
Just as I
people ain't
said.
exactly fit for fighting fires, folks. We all came from pretty average lives, the most of us. Can't exactly blame those that didn't face that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Plus, I'm more when it comes to fire, I'm more of like to watch it from a distance rather than be near it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at.
And you wonder why I called you a lurker.
You know, technically you aren't fully wrong. I give you that.
But anyway, hopefully everything will go okay during this meeting. It's been a while since... Well, it's been a while for me. I've been out.
What is there to go wrong? It's simply a discussion of our response to the happenings of that night. We need to be a united front. Otherwise, this kind of shit'll just keep happening.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just saying it won't get heated like the last times I've been there.
Hopefully not.
I mean, this is a heated kind of topic. People were injured.
Villagers were injured.
Count as people just well enough.
I gave them as some medicine and aloe vera to help them with it, but other than that, they're very hurt and might end up with scars, actually.
Yeah.
Burns tend to do that, don't they?
Oh, and I hope you guys got my aloe vera. I made sure to place it down your guys' doors.
I very
Hopefully I
much
didn't-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't receive many burns, but I got a few from when I got too close to the damn fire. Appreciate it kindly.
I'm
Just-
alright.
Yeah. Just wanted to make precautions, because since half the people were near the fire, just in case if someone actually did get burned.
I'm used to my old tactics when I had to use fire, so I was alright.
Burns.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Well,
In
let's
any
stop talking about
case-
burns.
About that?
Let's stop talking about burns. Anything else we can talk about?
I still need to challenge you to one of those duels with bows one of these days, Chris. I can't believe you beat me at that carnival game.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe I'm just better than our good old sheriff.
That is something I simply won't accept.
I'm still waiting for my fox plushie.
I will send it to you. It just apparently some people might have took it after the thing. But don't worry, I made those plushies anyways. I can make another one.
Okay.
You're a skilled craftsman, then.
I've done a lot of my time back in the old world, so yeah, I took up some skills, one or two. Plus, it helps the little kids. My little
That's
nieces and
rather
nephews
kind of
really
you.
loved it. Took a lot of time. Although, the one thing I'm not good at is making outfits. That's the one thing I can't do, which is a surprise for me how I did my dress the last time, so... But I had a bit of help.
And sadly, our lovely seamstress is kind of... Yeah.
On the run.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Guess I'm not getting any more masks from her, I guess.
Why do you wear a mask? I feel like I said this question before, but...
I know a reason why.
Shut it.
if it's something personal, I won't pry you into
It
it.
is personal, so don't ask about it.
Alright.
Why would you mention you know then, fella?
I'm just saying, if I know it, then it's personal.
Besides, how
That's
many
not
masks
that
do you
big, yeah.
need?
I only need the one, but I like having others for other occasions or just when I fall out of one. I especially fell out of that old mask. It was kind of a bit too much of a reminder of the old world, and it's better to forget most of that.
I mean, technically, in truth, if you only have one mask, there's only so many outfits it can go with.
I know, right?
I may be hopeless at fashion, but I at least understand the basics.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Mint...
think all of us understand the basic.
Yeah, Mint makes good fashion clothes. Even for you, Swan.
Captain Mint's the only reason I looked half decent for that last event, to be honest.
I mean,
Oh
you look
yeah,
great,
the tall
honestly.
pirate. I know.
You looked lovely.
Thank you.
I mean, everyone looked lovely as well. Even though Evan came in with just a suit. Which, it did look charming. It did look charming.
There was no requirement technically to dress in the fashion.
No, it was just like if you wanted to. We don't force you to wear it.
See, I always...
Because I know
There's
how
some
hard it
options.
is. Yeah, because I know how hard it is to like make those kinds of clothing and find someone to make them for you after yeah. Which I was surprised I was able to make a kimono. Thank you for my skill, one of my friends. But then again, after since everything's been calm, sort of, how's everyone else's, like, have you done anything new or anything interesting?
Same old for the most part. Been keeping pretty busy. There's an endless pile of tasks to be done, and not enough time to do them.
I was doing more monster hunting last night.
Yeah, that seems like something you would do.
Yeah.
And what about you, Evan?
I've been gathering information.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. What about you, Asia?
I'm doing my usual, expanding my lands and, working.
Okay. And what about you, Chris?
Well, I've been trying to do a 2-person job on my own, try and build this town that me and Davin were trying to build up, make sure the tavern and the alcohol stays in good fashion. So basically, I've just been trying to run a whole country on my own, so...
Oh yeah, what was that place again? I've been to it before.
New Circio.
New Circio. Okay.
If you require any assistance, feel free to let me know. I've helped out with Orlade before, so I'm not new to assisting with towns.
Much appreciated. We'll definitely call upon you if the time needs it.
I'm here to help if need be. That's my job.
And plus, it's lovely that two of people who I slightly trusted turned out to become traitors, so that's nice.
The company we surround ourselves with ain't always people that'll last. That's the unfortunate part.
Well, in any case, I brought some cookies.
What time?
If anyone wants
I'm
them.
good.
Chocolate chip.
You baked cookies for the...
I thought maybe it will lighten the mood.
Here.
You want some?
I'll try one. And if I like it, I'll.
In case we don't cookies.
Okay, it's
Shouldn't have put
homemade
it
chocolate.
past the considerate fella.
You want some?
Yeah, sure.
They're homemade chocolate chip. My nephews and nieces love them. Here. I don't care if you reject them, Lee. You're still getting some.
Okay.
That's Allie for you.
Didn't really
Force
say
the
no
whale in
about
her
that.
own rat.
Could I have 5 more?
5
Okay,
more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like you really like my cookies.
A bit of a
Hey.
sweet tooth there.
They remind me of my mother's a little bit. What?
I see. I mean, they are filled with homemade chocolate chips.
Yeah.
And also some other fresh ingredients. So they're fresh from the oven. Well, not really. Otherwise, they'd be hot.
Yeah.
Nothing ever really can replicate the cooking of a parent, can it?
No.
Trust me, when my nieces and nephew kept bothering me every time they visit my place, they always wanted to have, can I get, like, Auntie Allie, can I have some of your homemade cookies or cake? Because, yeah.
Oh?
What?
Come on.
Oh.
Well, this isn't quite the number I was expecting, but it's fine.
It'll do if it gets our point across. Also, Allison, did you do something new with your hair?
No, it's the same as always.
Hi, coconuts. Alright, Anyways, shall we bring everybody to that new room?
Indeed. Follow us.
Oh, wait.
There's much we have to discuss.
Something special prepared, sounds like.
Well, this isn't just some regular old council. Please, that. And let's get this over with.
Take a seat in any one you would like. Those will probably be your seats for a long, long time.
Exactly.
Allie. Up here.
Oh, right. My mistakes.
You know where you're supposed to sit, Allison. We don't need to tell you this.
Yes, I just been out of a loop.
Anyways.
All right, let's see. Allie, Yuki,
So-
Swanson, Chris.
No, that's
Alright.
half of the wartime council. I don't even think they think that this is really important because, well, I was gone for a week doing something. And I hear a place in the new world got burned down. Oh my. I can't leave this council alone for even a week's notice before something went wrong. What exactly happened, by the way?
I can pretty much tell you all of that. As many of the people here were in attendance, but I went ahead and got the full scoop from Miles himself, since his place was affected. Alrighty then. So, from what it sounds like, Miles obviously came to us in the last meeting, sis, and asked for our approval on a certain event that they wanted to throw for their new Spirited Oasis festival, or place, whatever it is. And well, they did exactly just that. They held a festival and it seemed like everything was going right. Until at one point, when all of the party guests were downstairs, having drinks and dancing the night away, a particular group of rebellion decided to march their way in, grab their attention using a microphone, and well, they listed off some sort of propaganda of sorts. And from there, they hinted at burning a place down. And well, according to eyewitness testimony, after everyone had saw the fire and went to go try to extinguish it, they made their escape.
And where were the Izzer guard? Pretty sure
There
that
were-
place is stationed with guards, supposedly.
It's not. It's a neutral ground.
Of course.
I was
Well,
there.
well,
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't seem like
Apologize,
that's
Empress.
I try to hire people to protect the people, just in
And
case.
nobody responded to you?
No, Evan Grimes came, and everyone else was busy.
And you
so-
two didn't even manage to capture them. I heard they were making a display for you. Both, in fact. He stood up on that pedestal and literally mocked you. And you did nothing about it?
In their defense, Empress, we were attempting to discern whether or not there was an immediate threat to the people there. Their words were the only thing we had to go off of.
I think there's a bunch of things that need to be said, especially as of today. All right? I think it's abundantly clear that every single person in this room doesn't agree with the actions that have been committed. Am I right or am I wrong?
Agreed.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
correct.
I think what my sister is trying to say is that if someone is wanted, regardless of whether there's an immediate threat or not, it should not be the first priority to listen to what they have to say. Because unfortunately, Miles doesn't know much about how they did their plan.
I have a question though. Was there any casualties during the event? Anybody got...
Several
Yes? Speak your mind.
a few villagers got burned.
Oh god.
This guy didn't know they were in there, apparently.
I
So-
get
Yeah.
that the
They got
villagers are expendable. However, we're going to need all the manpower we can get. We saved these people's lives during that one course in this history, which was the mansion.
I
So
have
they
a
owe us a
question.
lot. Yes?
Did you just say that Sky apparently didn't know they were in there? How would you know that information?
That is pretty
I
suspicious.
just figured.
You
I
just
mean,
figured.
I looked.
I mean, that was a sloppy job they did.
It was really a sloppy job. We were all talking about it.
Sloppily done or not, that simply could mean that they aren't exactly an expert of setting fire to buildings.
Well, nevertheless, something was hurt and something was injured. And I don't think even the rebels know they did that. The fact of the matter is that they hurt something. They hurt someone.
This is
according to Miles, Yuki, nobody was killed. But from what it sounds like, several villagers were hurt trying to put out the fires. And well, they lost a fuck ton of livestock. And well, we've lost one of our industries. Our industry of real estate. So if anybody new wants to get a home, then we're gonna have to fucking try our very hardest to even get them one. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether they fucking knew it or not.
That is true. Property value just really went down over there.
Exactly. A big pile of ashes. And I have to experience the dread that is carried by a hotel owner. A person who didn't even want to be involved with any of this bullshit conflict. So at this point, I think this carries the message that they're willing to attack anyone at any given point.
Especially if you're on the New World Council. We should really be stationing more guards. Good thing we're training those other villagers who's had enough of this bullshit.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I had a very interesting talk with Miles about a lot of stuff. And well, after being involved with whatever had happened, it seems as if I've struck a deal with them.
Oh, do tell.
Let's just say their place won't have any more troubles. My little project that I've been doing is pretty much complete.
Yes, you showed me you showed me them. Very, very interesting.
Yeah. As of today, I'm going to be revealing some information to you all, and I expect you all to keep your mouths shut. Alright? Apologies if it sounds a little too harsh, but at this point I'm getting tired of people stabbing me in the fucking back. So I'm going to make it abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. Alrighty then. Since the fire incident has happened, there's been a few talks going around of what all this might mean. And well, I was talking to Swanson over there, and it's quite a possibility that things are not going to get better, obviously, considering the fact that they're willing to resort to violence. They may not seem like this kind of way. They can lie to themselves all they want, but unfortunately it's the truth. So, I'm officially decreeing this, along with the other members that are not here at the moment, to be the Wartime Council. Now that might frighten you, and trust me, it frightens me as well. But unfortunately, the only way we're going to fight fire is with fire. And well, you can't have fire without the numbers. So, I'm here to reveal to you all Deus Vult Military and the Azure Guard. The two armies of the New World Order. Hell, you might have even seen them in Haven or in Orlade, or maybe even in Dynasty.
We've basically, let's just say, some of the villagers decided to volunteer for this cause and now have converted to being our very own personal army. So now,
and remember,
they're very, well, let's just say, hardy. They won't be swayed by anything. They're very, very duty bound now. And, well, brother made sure of that. So,
of course I did.
Well, obviously they need to be disciplined. They're gonna be soldiers now, not villagers anymore. Anyways, you and everybody else that have been selected for this council are the chosen few who I trust out of the New World Order Council. Well, not personal trust, but you get what I mean. I trust that you will do your job as part of the Wartime Council because, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably about to go into war.
It's only a matter of time until a declaration is declared from either our side or theirs. But I'd like to think that this is an open and shut case. We tried our very best. We tried to appeal to them. We tried to compromise. We tried to get them to see what they were doing was wrong, but I guess all it takes is one selfish act of arson to really truly believe the true colors of them. And
This
yeah.
This just literally proves my point. Humans are flawed, unrationalistic. They're emotional. So they decide to retaliate like little babies, just to basically tell us adults that we're serious about this. Well, despite the fact that it was a sense of emotional retaliation, we have to reply to this. I didn't really think of them as much of a big threat as because of their small numbers, but because of what happened, well, it opened my eyes, let's say. So, they will not be considered war criminals from here on out. We should probably as well increase that bounty on their heads because of this.
I already have.
How much?
180.
Not bad.
120 to 180. Along with the biggest crime of terrorism plus treason.
Of course. That would mean they'd have to be at the very pitter-patter bottom part of the prison.
Still under construction, but it'll be done soon.
Of course. Anyways, speaking of the livestock, by the way, you said livestock was, well, affected at Dogeland, correct?
I wouldn't exactly say that it was much to affect everybody, unlike our real estate industry, but all of Miles's livestock is gone. All of his cows.
We're probably gonna need to go to a livestock high place for the Pandora's Law in order to provide for that loss.
I think that's justifiable. Asia, do you think you can provide for that?
Yeah, I believe I can.
All right,
Good.
that's good. It's good to know.
Anyways,
Asia's our livestock industry, or at least one of them, so it should help. Alrighty then. Well, continuing on with the fire debate, I went ahead and talked to Miles about a few more things. We're going to be helping rebuild what they lost into something completely better. Now, as to what that is up for debate. Not exactly wanting to build their old stuff as a reminder would really help them, but we're going to help them nonetheless. So I've contacted several other industries.
Did you we're probably gonna need to clear out that debris. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, with the help of some of our some of our industries as well, we're going to be clearing that area out, terraforming it back to new, and building something else.
Of course, it's not. Yeah, of course. Plus, we don't want people getting injured over there. I heard from Bentley that he's been scavenging through the rummage.
And, well,
Fire.
according to Miles, it wasn't just an act of arson, it was an act of also stealing supplies. They noticed that a lot of their supplies that didn't get burnt was also missing. Stealing resources.
Thievery, terrorism, arson. They're really racking up the list, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. But I don't think Miles has to worry about that stuff anymore. Because I went ahead and made a deal with Miles. So,
Which is?
I will be providing Days Vault military guards to their new place. The place will be guarded 24/7, and we will be putting an embassy for the New World Order over in the Spirited Oasis. That way, coverage is, well, now there, I guess.
Well, the fact that it's a neutral ground, that would mean that the guards have to be stationed around the area that's not in neutral territory, I'm guessing.
Precisely.
So that means even if the rebels go over there, once they step out, they'll be shot to death. Probably injured, not really shot to death, but you get what I mean.
Well,
Though if they do retaliate, well, you already know what's gonna happen.
From
They
my
have their
reports, it seems as if they've already been struggling because of it. But I'll talk
Oh.
about that in a bit. But I think I should definitely share something as well that was given to me. I think everybody's going to want to hear this, especially you, sis.
Oh?
Along with the deal that I made with Miles, Miles gave me something that I guess you could say is a little bit of a death trap for the insurgency. Because apparently, this little group is calling themselves the Argus Insurgency. And well, the Argus Insurgency made one little flaw in their plan. They left it behind.
Oh, what is that? Is that a
This-
notebook?
What?
This piece of information that I'm carrying right now is the plans that they had. From what Miles was telling me, they found this while they were trying to escape the fire. And well, from their hypothesis, this was written by Sky themselves. And I guess they dropped it and didn't even realize they did. So, I haven't peeked in this just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and read it off to every single one of you. Step 1. Scout the area the night before while not being seen and find a suitable place to set up a temporary camp. We will need to set up after scouting. Step 2. Head out in the evening of the event and arrive at the scouted area and set up camp. Step 3. Wait until the festivities have begun and make our move while the event is in progress. That will draw attention away from the inn so we can make our move. Step 4. Head to the Dogeland Inn, in quotations, and take whatever we can and use as necessities and leave no trace behind. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. Leave nothing behind when we exit. Step 5. Head to the Oasis, also in quotations, and sneak around until we find an opportunity to relay our demands and messages. Make sure everyone hears it. I want the Queen to know that I'm not playing around anymore. Step 6. Allude to the fire vaguely and make our escape somehow. Step 7. Head back to the cold. If all goes according to plan, the message will get to the New World Order and they will be forced to step down. I do not want these tyrants to control our lives, and this will be the first step in doing so. I look forward to our inevitable victory. Embarrassing.
That insolent fool!
Would you look at that? Looks like our little rebellion friends have made the biggest error they could have ever done.
It is the biggest mistake that they ever fucking did.
Step 7, head back to the cold.
Cold.
That deduces a lot, actually. There's not that many cold areas here on the Earth. I can think of a few off the top of my head. The upper tops of Russia. I know Canada's very cold, where Alaska used to be.
Oh, no. Does anybody have a map? If I
Not
was
exactly.
If I was a rebellion leader, where's the one place that would make armies much more difficult to traverse? Not Russia. I've heard of people traversing the scales of Russia. They have clear paths over there. Oh, God. You get what I'm getting at?
You're thinking of the one area that we don't have jurisdiction over, don't you?
Precisely. The one
Antarctica.
area that they're safe. The one area that they're safe from. The one place with no jurisdiction of the New World Order. That
Wait.
place.
You
Are we sure we can?
mean-
Are we sure we can even deduce that place? It could be a diversion.
That is true. There are several places. We probably have to check for everything that's inhabitable.
That's exactly
if
what I
I-
was going to propose.
There are many other cold places there around this world.
That is true.
Aye.
Which is why we have to check the ones that are inhabitable, naturally.
If
If I was
Well-
hiding from the government, I would do the same thing.
The thing about Antarctica, though, is since it's a place of no jurisdiction, that means we can do anything we legally want over there as well.
Yes. It's a
So,
no rules
unfortunately,
game.
unfortunately, it's not exactly the safest place, I'd say, but it's definitely a possibility. But it seems too obvious.
It's a little too obvious, but it is inhabitable as well. We could check the south or the north. There is also the north.
That's exactly what I'm proposing, sis. We have the numbers, we have the armies. We can send battalions and groups out to go search these areas, and once they come back with something, they'll come to us.
We could even like bring the golems along. One punch from those guys and you'll be knocked out for weeks.
Those are a work in progress, but I do agree. I do agree with the stance. Just looking at these plans makes me sick.
Well, you better keep it.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
It's just
Does
gonna be
anybody
a
have
little-
anything to say after hearing any of that?
A little bit, yeah. So, number one, if you do plan on sending people to search Antarctica, I would like to be notified when they head down there, considering I'm the only, well, not
Of course.
terrorist owner of it.
Of course. Out of respect for your property, we will. We have to do a search warrant after all.
Yeah, and I will definitely
Yeah.
approve and actually help with your search. I want if
Very
they
good.
are there, I want them out immediately.
We should probably start from the north. You are right. It's pretty obvious if they should check the south, so we should probably check the north first,
Well,
just in case.
from what I've been seeing on the maps that the research team has been putting together, or at least Wyvern has, it looks like Greenland's an option, parts of Russia, but it's unlikely since Ares Volt is over there. They would definitely see something.
There's a lot of military people in Russia.
There's some snowy parts that are above India. There's Alaska, Canada. There's so many areas we'd have to search, but
We should probably check the northern hemisphere first.
then we'll
Everything
do
that's
so.
in the north. Yeah,
We'll
we'll
do
do so.
so.
Then we'll head to the south if we don't find anything.
Antarctica is probably a last resort.
Of course, have you seen the scale of the size of this?
Well, I've never been to Antarctica, so I wouldn't know.
It's the largest, actually. Largest cold climate. Ain't that right, Chris?
It very much is. Not even I've
So-
traversed all of it.
So that would probably be our last place of destination. We should probably check the north first, yeah. But
There's many places that this cold comet could lead to, but the further we search and the more we do it, the sooner we'll have our rebels.
we should probably as well like equip our people for the cold.
Oh no, I already got that handled.
Oh, you do? Great. I'm probably going to ask for a new outfit. Just to make sure I can handle the weather.
Well, we got the resources, so... Anyways,
Anyways, is there anything else?
talking about the fire, talking about embassy, rebuilding work, their little mistake, search parties. I think that about does it for that.
Alright then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we should probably be prepared for a rest stop. We'll probably summon you if there's any new information on something. By the way, we probably need to talk to Wyvern about the research,
Oh no,
please.
don't worry, I have that handled.
Oh, you have that handled. Well, I'd like to see some developments, if that's
Well,
okay.
can't exactly get a lot of development nowadays when you have a rebellion going around.
That is true. It would be nice, though, to at the least get some kind of information about certain areas. I heard there was a new thing that happened, so kind of want to see if there was anything new about that.
Anyways, I think that about does it for that talk. Is anybody in disagreement with these notions?
None.
If the Empress wants to see development in a research front,
Right
I
then.
happen to bring along a particular something with me today.
Oh. Good.
Justin, I've told you about these, but I actually brought them with me today, thinking that perhaps one of the researchers would be around. You know how we have no understanding or quite idea about what happened to the world before it became like this?
Mm-hmm.
We uncovered some pieces that hopefully the research team can comprehend.
That's what you were talking to me about, weren't you?
Yep. A lot of it's in pretty bad shape, but hopefully they're helpful.
My final message. SOS. If anyone finds this message, do not return to Jericho. I repeat, do not return to Jericho. Things have gone to hell and it's no longer safe. We should have never touched the surface. We should have never taken from those things. May whoever is watching us from above have mercy on us. Old key card. Jericho authentication key card, ID 60-520-21. Do not lend. Keep with at all times. Some codes, torn documents, some broken tapes, and whatever this is. This has something to do with that broadcast thing you were talking about, right?
Correct. Those were found after we followed a bit of the broadcast and deciphered what we could.
What all have you deciphered from this?
Honestly, not terribly much. My mind ain't quite for the research type of thing, I'm afraid.
We should probably give it to the researchers then. They might have a better idea.
Well, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and do that as Wyvern's been preparing stuff for this kind of stuff with Project Genesis. So I guess this will help greatly. This is so weird. Why would someone write in this way?
They probably actually wait. When you found that, was there anybody there like alive or dead?
Tell him, Swanson.
We did in fact find someone. However, unfortunately I was at the back of the group and couldn't prevent them from killing him. They were, I think, a zombie or one of those undead sorts of creatures.
Well, that's too bad. Could have extracted information from them, but the dead person's a dead person.
Nothing that can be done now, unfortunately.
Yes, of course, yeah. Well, let's just leave it to the researchers with what we have. Very least get to the bottom of that part of the whole world.
This seems all too familiar, I will say that. This piece of paper. I've seen something similar to this before. You see, a while ago, Sol and Kitty were doing lessons with Zolan, and they found something similar to this. Sol had given me whatever they had found, and it looks very similar, I'd say.
Let me see that.
Here, take a look at that.
Perhaps they're a piece of the same puzzle.
Possibly.
Yeah, this does look familiar. Where have I seen that shape before?
I don't know. Beats me. I'm more interested to see what you have to think about this code. You seem to be built for the brains. Think you can figure out what it means?
Unfortunately, this geography isn't really my strong suit.
Who knows? Maybe Wyvern can figure something out.
Geography and anything else. Yeah, I'm not much of a tech person.
Alrighty then. Well, I'll be sure to bring these pieces of evidence to Project Genesis. Thank you, Swanson.
Of course. I'm just doing my job.
Anything else anybody wants to share? Are we done here? I have to do something else much more important.
The only other thing I can think about is talking about the expansions that we made here in Beantopia.
Oh? What are these expansions?
Well, alongside this new room that you're sitting in right now, we've made a few other rooms, and we've unlocked a few other elevator floor stops. Some of them contain possible supplies and maybe answers to the old world that we have yet to dig into. And well, there's a new venue that's being created, but honestly, I don't think that kind of stuff is important.
Do you mind showing me this? Do you mind showing me this? The new areas that you're mentioning? Is that alright?
Do I have to bring everybody along?
They're part of the Queen's Council, aren't they?
You're right. Alright, well, I guess we can end off our meeting by going to check out these places.
It sounds like a field trip.
It's very interesting.
Right.
Alrighty then. Alright. Any one of the buttons that are made of stone are the ones that are functional. So we'll start off with the global storage archive.
Ooh.
Take a gander at how long this hallway is.
What the?
Wow.
It almost looks like a
Wow.
library.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Oh
big.
my god.
We found
This
it
is
just
the
like
end.
this.
What is
So
this
many
at the end?
filing cabinets.
It looks like a private locker. We haven't been able to crack the code to it, but we're thinking that
There's no-
whatever's behind it might have some answers.
There's
As
so
for
many.
everything else, they're empty. Redacted files, everything.
Useless
I think-
junk, probably.
Yeah. All their good is just empty pieces of paper to write on the back of. But we're thinking whatever's here might be important.
Well, they wouldn't lock it up if it wasn't important.
Exactly.
Perhaps the codes on some of them papers might be related.
Possibly.
Perhaps.
What I was thinking, yeah.
It's quite possible indeed. But I'm not sure what could be in there. Could be something beneficial, could be an artifact from the old world, could be the Declaration of Independence for all we know.
Did the researchers have access to this area, by the way?
And as of right now, I haven't really written out clearance values, but I'll get on it.
Of course.
There's a lot that a red right hand has to do, so yeah, it's gonna take some time.
You're quite busy, yes?
As with you.
Of course.
Right. Lee.
Oh, yeah, I'm going.
Alright.
Hey, what's this
Next.
one?
Next up is the security office.
I'm guessing this is
This
the Royal
one.
Guards' place.
This one we made ourselves. Just nothing but an empty room until we got some
Oh.
commissions done.
Whoa.
Oh god.
So I'm guessing the Royal Guard is in charge of this place.
Why, of
The
course.
Royal Guard. Well, Swanson, you have your own little office.
I guess I do.
With new technology being developed
Oh,
every single day, very soon we'll have security cameras. Definitely beneficial.
Huh.
It's amazing how much we as humans can develop, especially with nothing. Or a little bit.
But this will be
yeah,
going
this
into
reminds me of
Industrial
the old days
Revolution
back in
soon.
the day.
I guess you could say that.
Progressing through the time periods in record time.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically speed running through it.
whoever left all this pieces of evidence behind obviously left this all behind. For a reason. Anyways, heading back down. Now we don't need to go into the comm station.
It's an
think there's-
executive bunker.
That's still being built at the moment. Think of it as a shelter, just in case this place gets attacked.
Like all fancy
Hmm.
presidents.
Yeah, the only thing that's in here is the incarceration cell center, but I'm sure you guys don't want to see that.
I mean,
I mean, we could show
probably
them.
not.
Well-
Like, probably not if it's not ready.
Despite
That's
all the other areas, we're soon going to have a maintenance room, a treasury deposit bank, a mailing center. Over there is an aviation association room because I've been talking to a particular engineer about possible new innovations for aviation, a recreation room, and out here, which is still being constructed, past that beacon over there, there's a venue room.
That is a very large door.
Yep. Venues often have large doors. But other than that, that's what we've been doing here.
It's nice to see some developments in this place. That clock in particular, we really need to get that moving somewhat.
True.
Not exactly an expert on how to do clocks, but I
It's
guess
just
you're right.
stuck at that time. Jeez. Just a grim reminder of when it all ended.
True.
Anyways, does anybody else have anything to present to the hall since we're not at the table? Nothing?
I honestly thought there'd be more. But anyways, if that's all, yeah, you may go. Swanson, Allison, I might need to talk to you both.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Chris,
Over
you
here.
have a minute?
I have all the time you need.
All right, come with me. Need to talk to you about something.
All right.
All right. Here. Alrighty then.
All right.
Alright. It's been a while since we've talked. How you doing?
Well, other than having to run a country on my own, pretty okay.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I know. I know about Davern's role in all of this. I know about how they participated in the act of arson.
Yeah.
And I was hoping you'd have some possible information on where they might be.
No, not anything.
I was afraid you might say that. I'd assume that ever since they committed the first act, which was at the ball, I'd assume they ran.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I sadly haven't seen Davern since the ball either. I was concerned where he went, and now I'm not really too happy with what happened afterward, but yeah.
Nobody is. In fact, a lot of people are upset, which is exactly what my sister predicted would happen, so...
Yeah, I assume your sister was happy with the note I gave her at the ball?
To say that would be a complete understatement. We don't know exactly what they were gonna do, but can't imagine it would have been nothing other than spying, possibly getting the message out, maybe even committing this whole act of arson the first time, then us foiling their plans.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of predictions and a lot of theories have been going around, but of course, can't exactly prove all of these things because without evidence, there's nothing to prove. And I think that's where they lack as well.
Definitely.
But, Chris,
Mm-hmm.
I took note of how you were behaving back in the meeting, or where we just were.
Oh.
You seemed very agitated when we said it was possible that they were in Antarctica.
Well, you know, it's not exactly lovely to hear that a bunch of traitors are hiding in your land.
Well, as your well, I wouldn't say best friend. I don't want to assume that we are best friends or anything like that. But as, you know, someone you work with and as someone you talk to, and as someone who's part of your side as well, I can't imagine that they're going to come knocking to your door to ask for help. Considering the fact that they may be in Antarctica, you might be their first target to seek help from. And I know that's possibly the case because they've been targeting my daughter in Orlade. They've been visiting her, talking to her, possibly brainwashing her. Again, can't exactly prove these things. And well, I think I've done my best to try to convince her not to join their side. But when it comes to you, I don't want to just simply tell you not to tell them anything or not to join their side. So I think from business partner to business partner, I think payment is definitely something we should talk.
Oh, what do you want?
All right, well, seeing that you may be targeted by the insurgency, considering the fact that, well, anybody who is a part of the New World Order is possibly a target, and, well, you're very businessy, I'd like to say. I'm willing to pay you to not tell them anything, if they come around.
That can work. I will say, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't say no.
This is exactly why I wanted to give this offer to you. Because, well, Again, I'm not calling in that favor. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I am trying to just, I guess, keep watch over everybody, especially after the fire.
Yeah.
Because, well, Miles isn't exactly a big higher-up associate in the New World Order. They're just a council member for their country. And unfortunately, that was, I guess that was enough for them to be targeted.
Yeah.
So, I don't exactly want you to get your place burnt down, so think of this as compensation and possible payment if your place ever does get targeted and burnt down as well.
Oh, trust me. If they ever try, their heads will be on a plate.
Well, we'll be there to witness it, I guess you could say. But
That I could always just throw them into the snow and see what happens.
but there is one thing I want you to know.
Yeah.
If our forces ever capture Davern in Antarctica and you're around, make sure he surrenders. I'm very particular on my son not being hurt. As for the others, I'm not entirely sure. I can't exactly pinpoint who is trustworthy on their side and who's not. Because, well, my sister has theorized that ever since this little fire happening has been going on, they've possibly been tearing each other apart because of it. Some people are probably for it, some people are probably against it, so it all depends. Sky, can't exactly say that I ever want to see their face again. Ona, I'm not too sure. But it would be nice for them to surrender, possibly. Davern, I just want him to come home.
I understand.
So, with that payment there, if they ever ask, just keep quiet, I guess. Well, until next time.
Until next time, sir. Or Justin, I don't know. Which one would you like more, sir or Justin?
Just call me Justin.
Alright. Well, I hope everything goes well. I mean, yeah, I will say their fire incident didn't help them at all, I will say that. Their goal was to try and use that, because the thing is, they try to use something as leverage to try and, you know, like, get people on their side, but then the whole fire thing kind of happened, which kind of messed it all up, I will say.
That's exactly what my sister was thinking, as well as myself. Once I heard about the propaganda, I couldn't help but laugh, considering the fact that this... if this was some sort of act of getting people on their side, they sure as hell didn't prove anything.
Yeah. It didn't really at all. Kind of screwed them over in the long run, actually. And also, out of all the places to target, Spirit of Oasis was a terrible place.
Well, it could have been anybody. It could have been you, it could have been me, it could have been something else, but...
Yeah.
That's what's got me weirded out. They didn't target Haven, they didn't target anywhere I've lived. They targeted an innocent person who really doesn't dive into any of this political stuff.
Which is one reason that I will never respect Sky as whatever the hell they are. Leader, rebel, rebel, traitor, don't know what they are really.
Oh, yeah. Before you go, another question.
Yeah?
Have you seen Danny?
Yes?
You have?
Yeah.
They're still in. Are they still in Antarctica?
To my knowledge, yes.
That's weird. Their exile ended a while ago. They should be able to return.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. Honest, I might have seen them outside of it at some point, but...
Yeah, they might be an aura lead.
Maybe.
Not entirely sure if they want to see me, but
Probably.
I just need to know.
I mean, he's your son, why wouldn't you want to see you?
Well, of course. Anyways,
Yeah.
I guess our deal has been made. You can go now.
Alright, you two enjoy each other.
What were you talking about?
Alright. May as well go to that.
Had a nice long chat.
It was a lovely chat. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Okay.
I might want to have a word with you.
Sure. Well, a lot of people want words to the leader of Antarctica today.
Yeah. Wait here.
Seven not joining us?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay. You stay and sulk, I guess. Oh. So, what do you want to talk to me about? We can probably... There's an area we can... No, it's around here. Alright, what do you want to talk about?
Guy committing arson at the Dogeland Inn.
Yes, we all know about that. Why do you want to bring it up again?
I feel like he wasn't capable of making that plan up.
I mean, you don't know what this guy is capable of.
Oh, I know many things that guy would do.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't do half of the things that I did back in the old world.
Yeah.
However, one of those things he did, enjoy the bonfire. He brought up something that was very strange and was really familiar about my past.
Yeah.
Why do I have a sneaky feeling that someone else planned it and Sky followed through?
I mean, could have been Davern.
Nah.
Davern had also an assassination past like you, so...
Assassination past.
Whatever it was, I don't remember. Assassin, whatever you were, I don't remember. All I know is Davern had a similar thing.
Davin wouldn't really do that.
I feel like I know more about Davern than you would, considering I've been living with him since this whole new world began.
Me and Davin had a talk, you know.
Uh-huh.
But however, they're not the actual ones to follow up with a plan to commit arson to a building.
Uh-huh. So your theory is... Who do you think did it, Ona?
Nah, that brute wouldn't even hurt a fly.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
So, what is your theory that your brain's concocting?
I have a really itchy suspicion that this was your idea.
Why in all hell would I give them that idea? Especially to burn down an innocent place like Spirit Oasis or that inn.
Just a suspicion.
Well, I can tell you for certain, I'm on the New World Order's side, and I'm definitely not for whatever the fuck they're doing.
We were honest to each other back at Circio.
Mm-hmm. And I'm being honest now.
I shared about some things, you shared about some things. We're being honest with each other.
Yeah. We were.
Yeah, we were.
Just cut right to the fucking chase.
It was your idea, dumbass.
And you know this how, and what is your proof? You don't have any, do you?
Maybe.
Then tell me, what do you have? Because unless someone told you, and unless you were there, I'm going to tell you now. You know absolutely nothing. And you will continue to know nothing Just like how you know nothing about what's under my mask. Because if you bring that up again, I will swear to all hell that there will be more than just a small little hole in your mouth by the end of it. Got it?
I understand.
Good. So, do you want to keep wasting my time with your stupid theories, or can I go back and probably search around my land for traitors?
I'll leave you be.
Lovely. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day, pat pat on the shoulder, and I bid you adieu. God fucking. You okay there?
Just taking a nice breeze. Is there
Okay.
something you need?
No, I just saw you leaning by the stone, so I wanted to see if you were okay.
I'm quite fine.
Okay. Did your talk with Yuki and Swanson go well? I'm not asking what you talked about, just asking if it went well.
It went fine.
Okay. Don't mean to stop bothering you, I assume.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm
doesn't
asking
matter
if
to
you
me.
want me to stop bothering you.
No, you're fine. It's just taking a breather. Fresh air is nice.
May I join you?
Sure.
Thank you, I need to sit down.
Weird that you wanted to sit down by me. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't hate you and I don't dislike you, so...
but you clearly do not. You don't really. You really don't. Spite like this is trying to. There's like this little feeling you're trying to get to know me, but like in a more of an intel data sort of way.
Well, I promise you I'm not doing that currently. I can definitely tell, because I know you can tell when I'm lying, so I can definitely tell you I have done that on multiple occasions.
You're
But-
like an open book, so
Yeah, I'm not trying to gather intel on you right now.
But then again, you seemed really nervous. Even I heard you saying, why was that? Is it
Same.
because that you think that they're really not in Antarctica, or you don't want to be suspicious along with them?
I just don't want them there. I'm trying to build... I just don't want them there.
I see.
If they are. I trusted Davern and he went and did some stupid shit.
You know, you don't have to keep being yourself. Around me, at least.
What do you mean by that?
You know, you seem like you've been... Every time we're with a crowd, you always put up like, some sort of, how I say, a mask, in a way,
Thanks
towards
for...
everyone else. And yet I can be able to see it really clearly. Why is that?
I mean, isn't that what people do? Don't they put on masks around big crowds of people so no one sees their true nature and shit?
I mean, for people like you, yeah.
Oh, that's just the way I learned to live, I guess.
It really shows how much you've done this.
Yeah, I've been doing it ever since... Well, technically it was a smaller scale at teenage age, but once I turned 18 it really became a reality.
I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, You don't have to be your fake persona around me. Because it's pretty much annoying to guess that you're lying.
Fair.
Besides, I'm not gonna blab about it to anyone anyway. It's not my nature to spread rumors or gossip around people. Unlike someone did.
Who did that?
I know you talked to Sheriff Swanson about me.
Okay, to be fair, that was when I was a little pissed off at you.
Yeah, it really does show, especially that talk with Sheriff Swanson.
Okay, all I told her was that you were pissed at me in my mind at the time for no reason, which I later then accepted was probably my fault, so I apologize for talking to Swanson about you like that.
Well, first off, I wasn't pissed at you. I was just disappointed.
Talk like my mother.
Right.
That's a compliment.
I don't think that's much of a compliment if you talk about it like that.
Okay, fine. You talk like my father. Is that better?
No. Do I look like a man to you?
No.
The hesitation says otherwise.
No, it was just me thinking about if I wanted to make a joke or not.
I regret giving you those cookies now.
Of course you do.
See? Isn't this refreshing to let your persona down?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I came here to sit down next to you because I was pissed off because this League got on my nerves.
I see. Is it because of what he said?
Well, there's multiple things he said. You'd have to be more specific there.
From what he said at the beginning of this meeting.
Oh yeah, no, that pissed me off.
It really shows again, my hunches don't lie to me, and it really does show that you were filled with rage at that point.
Yep, but I always have to keep calm composure in loud crowds.
You need to work on that.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I get drunk beforehand. Usually that helps.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Wow. So should I not get drunk?
I mean, I never drink alcohol anyway, so I wouldn't know. But I would say that's not a good idea.
Fair enough. I might take that advice. I don't know. What about you? I mean, I'm being mostly honest with you. Anything about the meeting that you didn't exactly enjoy?
You being dishonest? I felt like I can let that go. Because that's who you truly are. And I'm being true to myself. So I get it. But then again, it's very tiresome to point out. It's very tiresome and kind of annoying to point out every single lie you say.
Fair. I mean, I didn't like too much during the actual meeting.
But yeah, but sometimes when you do a fake smile or anything like that, it really shows a little other side.
Fair. Don't blame me there.
Hmm.
No, mostly just I start lying whenever people start asking me things about past or things I just don't want to talk about, so I just start lying off the top of my head.
Yeah. Lying's not really gonna get you anywhere if you keep it up. Then again, you said you've been doing it since your teenage years, and...
Well, back in teenage years, I lied to sneak out of the house, and then when I turned 18, I started basically just lying to myself of, I'm fine.
Okay. I see.
Trust me, you would feel the same if you went through the thing that I sometimes still have nightmares about.
I would, but I would try my best to find a solution. Or try my best to go around it in my own way, instead of let anything else bother me or let anything else get into my way. So I would just do the things I want to do. As long as I'm doing what I believe in.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your motives, and I have mine.
Yeah, I only have
And I've
Continue.
No, go ahead.
I only have one real motive anymore, really. And it's never gonna happen, so I've kind of just been in a chill state, really.
What's your motive?
Well, hopefully our majesty will make it a reality. I just want this world to be better than the last one, and so far it's not going too well. Which is why I wanted to be president, so I could.
Yes, I remember you saying that at your election.
So I can make this world the perfect eternity that I would desire.
Not everything has to be perfect. You know that, right?
Okay, fine. Uncorrupt and basically just a world that basically, what's the word? Doesn't shit on the, common day people.
Yeah, let's go with that. Sure.
Look. I don't know what you want from me. If I was president, I would just want to make things easy for everyone, have things just...
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't want the chaos that's going on around here.
Well, I'm not one to pry in people's motives, so it's your motive, and you gotta stick with it. Like it's my motive to stick with my own path.
Yeah, which honestly I can respect a little bit.
Surprisingly for you to say that.
I respect some people's paths. Yours I will respect because you are respectful.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you.
No problem. Well,
see, I guess you're okay since the last times I talked to you.
Thanks. Probably because we're not in a loud crowd and I'm not trying to pry into your personal information of life.
Right, like that one dance you tried to ask me a couple of personal questions.
Yeah, I did try to do that. That was not very cool of me. I apologize for that.
That's no problem. I didn't mind. It just reminded me of some old memories.
Sorry, I think. I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I should
probably get going as well.
Well, if you need to let your hair down once in a while, you know where I am.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I sometimes like sitting by that cherry tree that you got there.
Okay.
Trust me, I sit under that tree when you are not around occasionally.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just sit under that tree and chill.
That's not weird at all.
It's a peaceful tree. What do you want?
And you're on someone's property. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just like sitting under the tree. There aren't too many cherry trees with good water around here.
Okay then, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, you go.
Oh. Actually, I have something I needed to talk to. Goodbye.
Yeah. Alright. Where do I go? No one else is around. I would try to find that Evan person, but they ain't around, so... Jesus Christ, why did I let me guard down around that woman? I swear to God, if this comes back to bite me, I'm going to... I don't even know. Why did I threaten... God fucking damn it, I threatened Lee. What kind of idiot am I? I threatened Lee. Oh. I'm gonna walk away. Don't mind me. I'm gonna just mosey on out of here. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna back away. Don't mind me. We're all good. Alright, anyways. friendly. That was a stupid idea. And then I let my guard down around Allie because I can't lie to her, so there's no point. And if she does anything about personal info, I could just get rid of her. Or just make her dislike me again, which is easy. Whatever. Let's just fucking head home. I don't want to be here anymore. At least I got... Where's the money? At least I got some good money out of this. Now all I have to do is just not give them any info. Which, I mean, for a good amount of emerald isn't a bad idea. So, I respect this decision. And let's head out of here.